That was a fucking big boom.
So intense.
Yeah, it was.
This already looks terrible.
Yeah. Alright, so this one's a bit of a history lesson. So, I'm sure you guys may have heard of, this year has been proved really bountiful for the Sonic community.
Wait. The depth thing, you just fell off the platform. Like,
I did.
when I was talking about the depth problem.
Yeah. No, we'll address that.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the depth, it's the control, but we'll definitely get to that. So what you guys are looking at is Project AXSX here on this latest edition of Press Pause Press Pause Radio Play. We got on board with this yours truly, Georgia Boy Zax, the handsome Sarah, and the oh so lovably cynical Gil, and
Fuck off.
and yeah, so there were pieces of source code that's been slowly, most recently actually, the entire source code has been leaked, and so now like fervent fucking developers and programmers have been trying to get their asses like in gear to try and make sense of what Chris Senn was essentially trying to do on the Sega Saturn. Yeah, that's a thing you can run into, by the way. Still don't really understand that. But yeah, this is a demo of the work in progress so far. And this is essentially his little dream is he wants to take everything that was there from the original assets and essentially finish what he started with Sonic X-treme, which was many consider the holy grail of unreleased Sonic games. And yeah, how you guys feeling about it so far?
Dizzy.
Yeah, it's definitely like I would say the control. And funny enough, he explained that the control, it's the native control from the fucking coding that was found within the source assets. So, you know, when I first read that it was gonna play a lot like Bug, I like Bug, and there we go. So,
All right.
yeah, when you tear a hole in reality by falling, yeah, and again, this is a fan project, and he's using like stock audio, so you guys are like hearing like fucking.
Yeah, I heard Nights in the Dreams and stuff there. Christmas nights and.
Yeah, this is like that one famous song from like Chris Senn's an original like leaks of like what he had going on, which, you know, arguably, even though they're definitely a lot more blurry than this, they're definitely more polished, and much better to look at in terms of performance. But yeah, I like the concept. I just wish there was a little bit more structure to it. But it is, I don't know, it's really impressive that, like, this was gonna be something that, you know, was on the Saturn.
Oh, dude, I can't look at this.
Dude, I thought the fisheye lens would kind of fix the whole
Dude,
depth.
it's Sonic Galaxy. It's it's the prerequisite to Sonic Lost World.
Yeah, but, like, Lost World's way more polished. This is,
Obviously. I'm just saying, like, oh, God.
I don't know, and again, this is a work in progress, but, like, this isn't... You don't find this interesting at all? I don't know, man. I'm kind of... I will say that, like, there's not a whole lot going on, but the work...
not... Okay, was this level, like, designed by the people that are trying to do this?
It was built upon taking original assets, so a part of it is new, yes.
Was there any sense to the assets? Like, did they have, like, a setup kind of like this?
They were trying to be faithful to the project in itself.
Because this isn't, like, even if they create, like, say they created, like, a full game, fully functioning, version of...
jump pretty well. I'm still...
Version of this, it's still not... It's not Sonic. Like, it doesn't play like what you think a Sonic... Like, you're going in all these different directions, exploring different places, and, like, Sonic's very A to B, and pick your path. This just seems like it's all over the place and doesn't, like, there's no destination to go to.
Well, there's a destination, actually. I'm playing around with it right now. But it does actually enforce those fundamentals, because there's like several different routes, even with this like work in progress. But yeah, you see that there? That was a fucking level we were on.
But like, where's the fast? You're not going fast because there's so many different turns and little paths and shit. It's not like obviously Sonic, you had to like be careful that you didn't like jump into like a fucking hole. Well, there you go. Jump into a hole, or like get hit by an enemy, do something that would make you die. But like, it's about going as fast as you can and getting to the end as fast as you can. Whereas like this, you're just going all over the place. There's no like, I can't see you be able to run through all these levels.
See, to me, you know what's funny is the only real traditional fast, like, or a traditional Sonic game that would actually, like, fall under the fast criteria is Sonic CD. All the other older Sonics are actually a lot slower in comparison, especially the original Sonic the Hedgehog. That one's fucking slow as shit. So, I don't know.
Well, I don't necessarily mean go literally fast, but I just mean run through a level without having to take all these random turns that are like stopping you from staying at a fixed speed and making it through the level. You know what I mean?
I tried to do that, and as you can see, like trying to I guess anticipate those turns is a bit challenging, but I feel like it can be possible if there's some. I don't know if the level structure is more reinforced around like these new mechanics, but I don't know. It's still interesting to me. Like if they flesh this out, I think something could be done with it.
I mean, I can see where both of you are coming from. On the one hand, yeah, there are a lot of routes that you can take to get through the level, much like the 2D Sonic games. But at the same time, the navigation does seem to be pretty problematic.
Yeah, like this is actually one way that I'm like messing with right now, because they do include, and I think it's cool too, that they include a double jump. It's just a one thing that like I don't like is, so you notice that I'll actually drift out of access instead of going in a straight line. That needs to be fixed. Like
it just
like the game at one point just like, oh shit, you're gonna fall off, but we caught you. Oh, but look at that! Oh, look at that fast right there. Oh, that's fast. No? Not fast enough for you, Gil?
It's poopy.
If it makes you dizzy,
You're
though,
fast. You're going fast. You're not going anywhere though. It's like running on a treadmill.
Going nowhere fast, huh?
Yeah. I mean, again,
He's not. Because it was gotta go fast. But he's not going fast, he's just doing fast. He's not going anywhere. Gotta do fast.
Sonic, fast.
Gotta be fast.
Gotta be fast, gotta go fast. I will say, at points like this, like, there are these, like, contextual areas where you're able to defy gravity and, like, go on a route differently. And even then, there's like this, like the fact that if you're able to come out to the foreground, then there's this entire layer of level that you can explore. I like that. It makes it interesting. But then like right here, like how in the fuck without making this crazy jump that I luckily made the first time? I don't know.
Well, okay, the way that I feel about this is like this this couldn't have been like a I feel like this is a Sonic game in the way that Sonic 3D Blast is a Sonic game. Because it's not really following Sonic formula, and I feel like this couldn't have been, like, this wouldn't have felt right as a quote-unquote Sonic 4, like as a sequel to Sonic 3. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. If we look at it with, like, the lenses of what it was truly meant to be, or, like, at least homage to, like, a product of its time as far as conceptually, like, take it for what this is. It's a Saturn game. That's, where 3D games were heavily touted. These textures that you guys are looking at are just up-res Saturn textures. I mean, a lot of it. Even, like, these little points.
At that, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, for what that is, so here's the end of the level again. As you notice, I just double jumped through, like, points of architecture, and I'm running through. So, I mean, it's not a large level by any means, but there's a little bit more rhyme to it than you're giving it credit for. It needs to be put together better. So, I don't know. I think it's an interesting direction. Now, is it the bit like that? That shit is like the biggest complaint that I honestly have. Is it doesn't really like behave with its levels. But see, like, there's this whole different dimension right here. Look at this. Like the fact that you can explore and just find this shit. And then here we go, back here, and just like looking at that down there, I don't know, pretty insane to me. But these guys are still like they're laboring away at it, and they're going hard. And you know what's funny? Actually, Gil, that I think you'll really laugh at. Chris Senn, the big lead project, or basically the dude who was in charge of Sonic X-treme. Guess what Sonic game he's in charge of right now?
What?
He's in charge of Sonic Boom at the moment.
No way.
So, you know, that more or less might be a foreshadowing of what's to come. This has been Press Pause Radio Play. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird shit. Look, Sonic's so impatient.